Every war leaves scars. Some scars stay hidden for decades. During the chaos of World War II, a secret program operated in occupied China. It looked like a medical research unit. In reality, it became one of the darkest chapters in modern history. The name was Unit 731. This is the story many textbooks avoided for years. And the truth behind it still shocks historians today. Imagine a laboratory where doctors conduct experiments on living people without anesthesia. Imagine scientists studying disease by deliberately infecting prisoners. Imagine entire villages used as testing grounds for biological weapons. This was not fiction. This was real. And it happened under the command of one man, Shirō Ishii. In the 1930s, the Imperial Japanese Army began exploring biological warfare. The goal was simple: develop weapons that could spread disease across enemy populations. To carry out this plan, the Army created Unit 731 in occupied China, near the city of Harbin. The facility looked like a normal research compound. Inside it functioned as a massive laboratory for human experimentation. Historians estimate that thousands of prisoners were brought into the compound. Many never came out alive. Victims included Chinese civilians, Korean prisoners, Soviet captives, and others accused of resistance. Unit 731 researchers even had a disturbing nickname for their victims. They called them logs. The term reduced human beings to disposable test material. The experiments conducted at Unit 731 shocked the world when they were later uncovered. Prisoners were intentionally infected with deadly diseases. Scientists studied how infections spread through the body. Diseases included plague, cholera, typhoid, and anthrax. These were not theoretical studies. They were live infection experiments. Some prisoners were exposed to extreme cold, so researchers could study frostbite. Limbs were frozen and then observed as tissue deteriorated. Other tests involved pressure chambers and dehydration studies. Some prisoners were dissected while still alive. The purpose was to study organs before death altered them. These experiments were conducted in the name of military science. Yet they violated every basic principle of medical ethics. Unit 731 did not limit its work to laboratories. The unit tested biological weapons in real environments across parts of China. Aircraft released plague-infected fleas over populated regions. Contaminated food supplies were used to spread disease in villages. Some historians believe these operations caused outbreaks that killed tens of thousands of civilians. Biological warfare is particularly dangerous because it spreads invisibly. A single infected carrier can unknowingly pass a disease to dozens of others. Modern international law now strictly bans such weapons through agreements like the Biological Weapons Convention. But during the 1930s and 1940s, regulations were weaker and enforcement was almost non-existent. When Japan surrendered in 1945, investigators began uncovering evidence of the program. What happened next remains controversial. Instead of prosecuting many of the scientists involved, the United States reportedly offered immunity to several researchers. In exchange, they provided data from their experiments. American officials believed the information could help advance biological warfare research. During the early Cold War, because of this deal, many Unit 731 scientists avoided trial. Some even went on to hold prominent careers in medicine and academia after the war. For decades, the full story stayed buried in classified documents and scattered testimonies. Today, Unit 731 stands as one of the clearest warnings about the dangers of science without ethics. Medical research has enormous power. It can cure disease and extend human life. But without moral boundaries, it can also cause unimaginable harm. After the war, the world introduced stricter medical ethics standards. One of the most important was the Nuremberg Code. This code established rules that remain fundamental in modern medicine. Voluntary consent from research participants became a core requirement. Scientists must protect human subjects and minimize suffering. These principles exist partly because of the horrors exposed during World War II. The story of Unit 731 reveals how easily scientific progress can be twisted by war and ideology. Thousands of victims never received justice. Many of their identities remain unknown. Yet remembering these events serves an important purpose. History exposes the consequences of ignoring ethics in the pursuit of power. The laboratories of Unit 731 once operated in secrecy. Today, their story stands as a warning to the world. Knowledge can heal. Knowledge can destroy. What matters is the line society refuses to cross.